Good morning, everybody. We are discussing on writing sections of grade 9 compulsory English. Today we will move towards unit number 5 as we have completed unit 1, 2, 3, 4. Today we will discuss on unit 5. Let's see. In unit 5 also there are two writing sections, writing 1 and writing 2. Let's see what is given in writing 1, unit number 5, writing first. It is about interpreting the chart or graph. It is interpretation. Interpretation means we have to write in paragraph, write in our own words or sentences what we see in the chart or graph. Let's see. This writing skill demands students to write an interpretation of a diagram such as bar graph, pie chart, table, line graph, flow chart, etc. like in economics. Objectives. Objectives of teaching this interpretation of diagram is to learn the language and vocabulary used in charts and graphs. Then B number, interpret and analyze data presented in charts and graph. For that we have to follow the procedures. Let's see what procedures are there. If we are able to follow the procedures, then it will be very easy for us. Ask the students about their previous knowledge of charts and graphs. Help them with the necessary information. Discuss the types of charts and diagrams and the way they resend the data through the given example. Then introduce the verbs and expressions for identifying key trends or patterns and making comparisons between different data points. That is given in book. In the textbooks of grade 9 and 10, this is given. First one, examples. The task A is like an example and task B is real task. Class that can be classwork or homework. Introduce the verbs and expressions for identifying key trends or patterns and making comparisons between different data points. Now ask the students to read the interpretations of the pie charts given in task A. That is given in book, task A. Ask them to note how the chart is introduced, how the data is presented, and how the comparison is made. Help the students by making a list of such verbs and expressions on the whiteboard or blackboard or even in smartboard. Then now lead them to task B. Ask the students to write the interpretations of the pie charts as shown in the model interpretation in task A. You can also assign these tasks as homework and provide necessary feedback in their writing in next day. These pie charts are given in textbook. Household expenditure in Nepal 2004 and 2011. We have to compare. Writing comparison as we have discussed in grammar section. Comparison adjective. We have to compare this pie chart to this first pie chart to the second one. Let's see how it is written. The pie charts present the household expenditure in Nepal in 2004 and 2011. That is clearly given. In 2004, then we have to mention what are given in 2004. In 2004, the majority of the household expenditure was on food, accounting for 59%, followed by the other non-food items 28.7%, housing 9.5%, and education 2.8%. However, in 2011, then we have to move towards the pie chart of 2011. The expenditure on food increased to 61.5%, while the expenditure on other non-food items decreased to 22.2%. Expenditure on housing also decreased slightly to 11%, and there was a significant increase in expenditure on education to 5.3%. Overall, first paragraph is what we see in pie charts. Then second paragraph, use our own knowledge to something comparison. Then some lessons to beyond the pie charts. Overall, the pie chart indicates that there has been a shift in household expenditure in Nepal from non-food items towards food, which has become an increasingly significant expense per household. Additionally, the increase in expenditure on education in 2011 suggests that education is becoming a more important priority for Nepali households. In this way, we write interpretation of chart, bar graphs, or pie chart. Comparison is given. Task A, comparison of bar graph is given. Then task B, comparison of pie chart is given. Then let's move towards task writing B. Let's see. This task is related to paragraph writing about dancing culture in the community of the students. Dancing culture. Objectives. Write a letter to an email in the correct format and layout. Objectives of this lesson is to write email letter related to dancing culture. Follow these steps. Ask the students to read the letter in regarding reading. Second, ask them to note its format and the language used in it. Now, ask them to think of a situation in which they made a mistake which they regret now. Ask them to write a letter email to the respected person. They can take the sample of reading second for writing a letter. Monitor their writing or assign the task per homework and provide necessary feedback to the students to next day. Students the next day. Let's see. Hmm. Email letter to pandesophie@gmail.com from powdercrystal@gmail.com. Subject apology for my mistake. Some mistake is taken there. So writing apology letter. Dear Crystal, writing to Crystal. Saying dear Crystal, I hope this email finds you in good health and spirit. I am writing to apologize for a mistake I made during our recent project. I take full responsibility for my actions, and I am truly sorry for any inconvenience that I may have caused. As you may recall, during the project, I overlooked an important detail that caused a delay in our timeliness. I realized that my mistake may have caused frustrations and disappointment, and I want to assure you that it was not intentional. I understand that your time and effort are valuable, and I want to make sure that you know how much I appreciate your hard work and education to the project. I am taking steps to ensure that this type of mistake does not happen again in the future. I am reviewing my work process and seeking guidance from my supervisor to improve my attention to detail. Please know that I value our working relationship and the opportunity to work with you on this project. I am committed to working collaboratively with you and the team to make sure we achieve our shared goals. Once again, I apologize for my mistake, and I hope that we can put this behind us and above forward in a positive direction. If there is anything I can do to make things right, please do not hesitate to let me know. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Regards, Sophia Pandey. Sophie Pandey. In this way, we write letter of apology in email letter format. From this. In this way, we discussed on writing second, both writing first and writing second of unit number 5, grade 9, compulsory English. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. If it is useful, please share to your friends. Thank you. Thank you everybody.